Marie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Naim. Thanks to you for your invitation.
Very happy to have you. For those who don't know you, Marie, your transition from being a lawyer to becoming a wedding planner. Can you share with us what inspired you for this career shift?
Yes, for sure. So when I was a child, I love creating and bringing projects to life. I dreaming of beginning architect designer, interior designer, but my parents told me it's not a real job, so they prefer to uh, encourage me to study the law.
Hmm.
And I complete my degree and I work for several years as a lawyer, but I didn't enjoy it. I think it just wasn't the right fit for me. And when I plan my own wedding, I have a passion for the wedding planning and the event. So I decided to training as a wedding planner, and I never looked back. Um,
Fantastic. That's a good start. And I've seen your tagline, and your tagline emphasize refined and bespoke weddings. What does bespoke mean to you, Marie?
for me, bespoke means capturing the unique essence of the couple and transforming it into an experience that reflects with the heart. Because I think it's very important to have a wedding that seems to the couple and reflects them. So I like to get to know the couples I work with, their personality, their story, they things they like to do together, etc. So I think we can use that to create something really personal for the wedding experience.
I see. And you work with couples who are sensitive to art and beauty. How do you use this sensibility to shape the weddings that you design?
I always try to listen closely to my couple and work hand in hand with them.
Hmm.
Some have a clear idea of what they want, and others give me complete creative freedom. I enjoy proposing new ideas and pushing the boundaries to create something truly unique for them. I never replicate design because I think that have no sense. To create a bespoke experience, it's better to imagine something different. And I try to use the natural beauty of the venue to
Hmm.
create something around this and sublimate the venue and mm, make something timeless and natural.
That sounds like a big program. I really like it. And you're French. I'm
Yes.
French too, and I've seen something that strikes me a lot. You often quote Victor Hugo, the famous French author, who says simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. How do you incorporate this philosophy into your work every day?
Honestly, I'm not drawn to flashy or overly opulent designs. It's just not who I am. And
Hmm.
spending money for sake of spending has no value to me. I'm more aligned with quiet luxury, where every element is reflects and carefully considered. I am for balance and focus on key statement pieces that truly stand out rather than overwhelming the space with too many unnecessary elements. So I prefer to find the balance between all of that, and I think less is more.
You think that less is more?
Yes.
Where did you work? I've seen that you've worked in the Chateau de Toureau, if
Mhm.
I'm not wrong.
Yes.
I did one summer wedding there this year, and I discovered it for the first time. But it seems that you are used to it.
It's a very unique venue, I think, because it's a chateau in the heart of Provence, but very, very American style
Hmm.
and mixed with French authentic and history things. So It's very interesting to work here because we have several possibilities and different locations on the same place to imagine different design and moments for the couples and the guests.
I see. Uh, we're going to talk about destination weddings in France right now. Uh, According to you, what makes the south of France such a magical destination for weddings?
I think South of France offers a unique blend of breathtaking landscape, rich history, and celebrated art de vivre. From the lavender fields in Provence, for example, to the stunning views of Mediterranean, every location tells a story.
Hmm.
We have also the golden light, like
Of
golden
course.
hour, and the local flavors, the market, the charming architecture. They create a naturally enchanting atmosphere that needs little embellishment. And I think couple are also drawn to the French lifestyle, the French art de vivre. They want to offer this experience to the guests, their guests, and make some everyone discover that.
I agree. I am French, so I discovered that I was French when I was going outside France and
Mhm.
I was going in the US, for example. This is where I realized that the culture are very different. So yeah, I understand what you mean when you say the French art de vivre. I think it matters a lot to a lot of US English speaking clients.
Yes, for sure. I think it's the things they want to have and feel something very different, like a vacation, like a journey here with the guests. So it's like an experience they want to live with their loved one.
Absolutely. And what advice would you give, Mary, to American brides planning a destination wedding in Provence or the French Riviera?
Mm, I think my top advice is to hire a wedding planner. It's not very original, but I think it's very different regarding the experience of the planning process. Um, a professional planner makes the process much smoother and more enjoyable because your role is to guide the couples and offer them expert advice for sure and save them time and unnecessary expenses because um, we work hand in hand and we can also handle any issues that might arise and offer solution, ensuring a peaceful of mind during all the planning process to the bride and groom.
Yeah, you need some peace of mind. Yeah, that's
Yes, I
true.
think so.
This is very important for weddings. I mean, I'm working with couples who are not working with wedding planners. They want to plan it themselves, which is possible, but
But yeah.
can be very, very challenges. What challenges do you have, for example, when you plan a wedding? What challenges do you deal with?
Um, it's I think the couple think about experience for the guests too, about for example, for the travel aspect. They
Hmm.
are afraid the guests are stressful regarding the travel and come in France to organize the wedding. So we try to offer some service also for the guests, like a concierge service, so we can manage things for them. We can ask the question to the guests, so we can make their life easier too. Because I think it's important for the bride and groom to know that all the guests are happy to come and they can have a support on seat to answer to their question and resolve any issue in case of.
Sure. So you offer also concierge service.
Yes, yes. So
Wow, that
we
must
can,
be a lot of work.
yes, for sure. We can offer all the things they need. So I think the experience is better also with that.
I agree. It's always the small details
Yeah.
and think that people think it's easy, like organizing transportation, make sure everyone gets a bus at the end
Mm,
of the wedding, all this kind of thing. So I think it's important, you know. It's part of the experience, and it's smaller details that are making the experience more enjoyable.
for
And
sure.
what is your favorite venue in the south of France? Do you have one? You're going to
To
make people jealous?
So to tell the truth, I love this region and I wouldn't be able to choose one because I love everything here. Every place has its own charm, um, that little something that makes it unique and magical. And I think it's more a question of personal feeling, maybe, of sensitivity. Um, I experiences a moment of grace when I visit for the first time the Villa Efrosi de Rothschild.
Ah, yeah, this one is amazing.
Yes, it's
Yes.
amazing, really unique too.
Yes.
Um, because when I visit, I was alone, and we have the water fountain
Mm-hmm.
dancing just for me, and we have the golden hour, and I felt so grateful and lucky to be able to experience this, and I admire so much beauty. But magic also.
I like the way that you present it. It sounds very, very appealing. We're gonna go back to the advice for brides,
Mhm.
um, because I think it's important for us to explain really what and prevent all the questions or problems that brides to be they can have and they don't know they have, because the biggest problem you can have in your wedding is the problem you don't know you have. So, Marie, according to you, planning a wedding can be very stressful. We know that. So,
Mhm.
especially when it's in France. So, what is your top tip for brides to be to stay calm and enjoy the process?
I think it's essential that they trust their wedding planner because as professional, we have there from them every step of the preparation to guide and advise them. And our expertise is real and should save them time and give them peace of mind. If they want to control everything and let go of nothing, are under control all the time, call on us to be just their secretary, I think that not make sense because it's not with this way that works.
Hmm.
And I have one time a bride like this, and I think the experience is not very good for her, not for me, and it's better when we are like a team and work together. Um, because your sole objective is to offer them a successful wedding, and we get involved as if the wedding were home
Mm-hmm.
wedding. So we're a
Do
team
you,
working hand in hand to create a unique and bespoke event. I think it's a better way to do that.
sure. Do you have a special connection with your couples, with your brides?
I think it depends about the bride because I take the place they give me. So
Mm,
sometimes it's more professional. Sometimes it's a little bit more friendly. It depends about each personality, but I'm happy to adapt me regarding the couple in front of me.
I see. And what is the most common misconceptions that couples have about weddings in France, which is, for example, different from the US or Australia or UK?
Mhm. They often worry that distance and the time difference will be um, hard from having the wedding of their dreams. But here we have the habit to work with international couples, so we work all the time with jet lag, and we can accompany them during all the planning process and make something really good for them. And they have also um, they they are afraid about the guest travel too sometimes, and they have in mind that the guests find the trip complicated and stressful. but we can offer so concierge service and some shuttles transfer for the guests. And we also work with creating a wedding website. So we put all the information for the guests on it, and they can have
Okay.
the main information regarding the travel. So it's easy for them to have the good information and to come safely here.
Sure. And what about the process? They come to you, they contact you on your website,
Mhm.
and then what's going on?
Usually, I make a first appointment with the couple. I
Hmm.
ask them before this call some information regarding the project to be sure I can do something for
Hmm.
her. And we make the first meeting. I present them all my process. I share my screen with them. We can have a little tour of my toolkit so they
Okay.
can see if I'm organized or not.
Are you
And
organized?
I think so. I hope.
Okay, good.
I hope, but yes, we talk more in detail about the project they have. The goal for me is to understand their vision and to be sure I'm the right person to accompany them, because I think it's important to have the feeling with the couple and
Hmm.
can make something great together like that. Sometimes I'm not the good person and they don't have the good couple for me, so it's not a problem. And
Hmm.
so we talk more in detail, and after that, that allow me to have a better envision about their project and to begin to create step by step the things regarding the events.
And once they book with you, what is your first step? You start with the budget, or you start with the location, or what is the exact process?
After the first meeting, I organize the first estimated budget.
Hmm.
So they have already the first approach regarding the budget. I share this with them before the signing of the contract, so they can have the overall estimated budget first. And after, when we begin the planning process, I make a presentation of all the things they go to use during the planning process, the toolkit,
Hmm.
the timing, the timeline for the preparation of the wedding, and also the budget more in detail. And we begin with the venue search.
Or venue search, which is
Yeah,
the most important,
first,
I think,
yes,
to start.
yes.
And this is a big touch. Where is going to be the wedding? What venue is it going to be? But also regarding the small details, the small touches. What are some of the small touches that couples can incorporate to make their wedding timeless and luxurious?
I think it's craftsmanship. It's something really beautiful to use artists and craft people to create unique and personal things for the wedding, because the creativity is boundless, and it's so much fun to come up with new things and imagining uh, all the elements for the wedding like that, to show guests the hurt they put on their wedding to create something magical and to make them feel special and loved.
It looks like you're someone who is very creative.
Yes.
You were not heading for law in your life. That was a coincidence. Then you were a little bit bored maybe in law.
Oh,
So
yes.
when you decided to do wedding planning, where did you start?
I begin by with training,
Oh,
um,
okay.
and after I have during some months I have my lawyer job and also
Yeah.
my agency of wedding planning. And after training, I create the agency. I put my website online, etc. I was also I have also accompanied another planner on the wedding day, so I can see the coordination of a wedding in
Hmm.
real. And after, step by step, I learn this job, uh, and during all these years of wedding planning job, I also make some another training. So I love that. So uh,
Okay.
and the last
Always.
one, yes, and the last one was with American planner,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very interesting to see the difference between the US and France regarding this job, because for sure in France it's more new than in US.
Yeah. Tell me
It's
more.
very different.
I'd like to know more about this. What was the main difference that you've seen when you took this traiing
When I
with an
begin,
American wedding planner, right?
yes,
Okay.
American Wedding Planner will do that for 20 years, if I remember well. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not the same. And when I begin my training in France, I have no idea about what's happening in US. But I think US have that work exists for several years, so they have more experience maybe than in France,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a very, very organized process sometimes. So this planner have a very good process
Mm-hmm.
and very good tips.
Oh,
So yes, so I think it's very interesting to keep the things you want to put this on your own business.
definitely. But you have to you also have to be a business person when you're doing wedding planning, right? Because you're dealing with vendors, you're dealing with clients, you're dealing with venues. So how do you manage this side of the business?
I make the link between the client and the vendor during all the planning process. So I can't lose any information on this way, because I really want to create a perfect event for the bride and groom. And I think it's important for me to have all the information, all the elements, and don't lose anything. So I make the link. I have a lot of email exchange with the couple, with the vendors, and also some Zoom calls, some meeting, etc.
You're planning from the outside and from the inside. You're
Yes.
here all over the place. Isn't it too hard to manage all this information? I mean, I'm working with a lot of wedding planners, and I think it's a very stressful job. They can be very stressful. So, how do you manage all this
Uh,
experience?
yes, it's not easy, this work, but I think when you do that, it's because you are passionate on it, and to create something very organized. I have some files with template. I put all the information regarding, for example, the catering part. We have a board with all the information regarding the menu chosen, the drinks, etc.
Hmm.
And after, I also make some technical summary with all the furniture and material we have for this wedding, and for what moment and location. I have a lot of Excel file. I have a lot of PDF, etc. So
Everyone does. Yeah. No, it
yes,
must be hard for you.